What is up, guys? Delboy here. So some rather interesting news coming out of the WBC. They have ordered Vasyl Lomachenko and Luke Campbell to contest for their vacant lightweight title. I've got to say, I'm actually kind of surprised by this news. Obviously, Vasyl Lomachenko isn't ranked in the WBC because he already has two other sanctioning body belts. He holds the WBA and WBO. So for the WBC to mandate a fight like this is fairly rare. But I've got to say, I think it's a good move. Potentially this will cut down the time we have to wait to get an undisputed lightweight champion, because obviously Lomachenko already holds two of the four belts, and if he were to contest for the vacant WBC title, that would put three titles together, whoever wins, and at that stage we could have an undisputed lightweight title fight. So from that perspective, I actually really like this fight, to be honest with you. I think it makes a lot of sense for the division because it puts us one step closer to an undisputed champion. Obviously, if this fight does get made, we expect Lomachenko to win, but Luke Campbell is certainly a level above guys like Anthony Crolla. He's a big lightweight, he's a southpaw, he seems to be really coming into his own, he's looking the best he's ever looked. So Luke Campbell, I'm sure, will come to fight. He's a genuine top 10 lightweight contender, so I've not really got any issues with this fight whatsoever. And also coming out of the WBC, it actually looks like they are going to schedule a tournament to determine the first mandatory for the winner of this fight. Now, according to the WBC, they want the following. They want silver champion Zaur Abdullayev to fight Devin Haney, and Teofimo Lopez must face Javier Fortuna. And then obviously the winners of Haney, Abdullayev and Lopez versus Fortuna, the winners will fight each other in what would be a final eliminator. If the WBC got their wish, and that's how it worked out, I would be more than happy as a boxing fan because we get a couple of good fights out of that as well. You know, Haney versus Abdullayev would be a good fight, and the winner of that fight versus Teofimo Lopez would be a great fight. So if the WBC get their wish and it pans out the way they want, I would be a happy boxing fan. Now, do I think it's going to pan out that way? No, I don't. I think Teofimo Lopez in particular will go another route. Teofimo Lopez actually already has an eliminator with the IBF against a Japanese fighter, and it's a fight he should win. So Teofimo Lopez, he's in a good position where he's got a winnable eliminator, and Richard Comey, the IBF champion, is seen as the easier route to become a world champion for Teofimo Lopez. He's certainly seen as less risk than Vasyl Lomachenko. I'm not saying that Comey is an easy fight for Lopez. I think he could be a really tough fight actually. But the general consensus is that Richard Comey is the weaker champion at lightweight. He's the weakest active champion. So if you're Teofimo Lopez, do you let go of that opportunity and pass up on the chance to become a world champion? Or do you take the riskier, harder route? Whereas if you become the IBF champion, you can then maybe face Lomachenko in an undisputed fight, and in that case, you'd be earning a lot more money and it would be for a lot more prestige. So from Teofimo Lopez's point of view, I wouldn't blame him if he goes down the IBF route. I wouldn't even be mad at all, to be honest with you, because if he wins that eliminator, he's got a really good fight against Richard Comey. And again, as a boxing fan, I would love to see it. But yeah, interesting news coming out of the WBC. I don't mind the fight between Vasyl Lomachenko and Luke Campbell. I've also heard rumours this fight could be in the UK. If that's true, I would be very happy because, you know, it's great to have these type of guys coming to the UK to do their business. You know, we've got Inoue coming up this month in Scotland, which is great. And if Lomachenko were to come to the UK, it's great for the UK boxing scene. So I've got no problem with this solution by the WBC. In fact, I think it makes a lot of sense and they should be commended for it. I have seen a few people online kind of express their disappointment in this ruling, but like I said earlier, it takes us one step closer to have an undisputed champion at lightweight. Because ultimately, let's say Lomachenko beats Campbell and Teofimo gets his hands on that IBF belt, Top Rank would have all of the belts at lightweight, and they could then put on the big unification fight without too many issues. So I like the way this is lining up at lightweight. We've got some good fights coming up, and we are one step closer to having an undisputed lightweight champion. So I'm happy about that. I'm content with this ruling. Share your thoughts below. How do you feel about this situation? Peace.